who can capitalize on those errors. Saw a couple of thrifties early on last night in the lower bracket final. That did taper off towards the end. It certainly became a bit more stable as the night went on. Obviously for E-King, a little bit warmed up after last night. Full House having the night off. First pistol round on Lotus. Dragon up close. Paranoia does connect onto one. Here's the opening trades, the 1-for-1. Blue taken low, but so is Vizsla. About as even as you can get in the initial exchange.
Yep. Dragon, he was a big player yesterday. Saw how many 4Ks and even aces he was able to achieve versus Venus Side Hustle this time around. He'll be falling early as the rest of Full House start to make their way through into tree. Rotate as you do see from small door. Start to prepare for King. He's a contact on the Vizsla. He's low. He's running. Does have support though. On the way should be Big and Cheese.
Enemy down.
1-for-1 again, leaves this hold. Never mind. A second found from Icana. He's all close by it, minimizes to prepare for it. Well, he wasn't. He was checking right side towards the drop. Spawn spinning away over the walls. Rope, good shots. A second found and minimize. He's going to be able to clean up this opening round. A little bit scrappy, bit back and forth. A lot of trades coming through. No surprise in the pistol.
Minimize and Kaderi on that sheriff as well. Do note there are still a couple of full armor players here, including Feta.
Oh, big paranoia onto Icana. It's going to force him back rather than being able to play contact. This is where the SMGs can do decent damage up close on the Stingers. Boombot to come through from Feta. Spike going to make its way in a little bit late. Tapped once, expecting maybe a back push. In a way, actually going to now think about maybe continuing this push past B in towards spawn. Slow walk through. But guess what? Minimize is already caught onto this.
30 seconds.
So you have the shot. Remember, full armor, a couple players here. He's going to go for it, and that's one of them. I don't think he actually landed the shot, but if he did onto Feta, wouldn't have gotten the kill either way. A nice aim punch coming through from the Stinger and just showing the force of Stingers even at long range. Feta's going to get another one done. 2 versus 2. Feta goes for 3, and this is looking like a Full House round. A force into a win would just be exactly what the doctor ordered. Kaderi with no weapons has to do it all, and he misses the first shot.
Retrieving
This
flash.
is the wallbang as well. They knew where he was coming from. He did win his 1v1 battle towards spawn. So knows that Feta's inside a tree. No one health. May not necessarily be as aware of that. Sinaway can just play tucked in. You don't give your life away. Not a lot of time left. You're now forced to push out. Feta will swing. He'll get 4 kills in the round. The Stingers up close. Certainly pack a punch. The force buy will pay off for Full House. They'll take the second round.
I would be surprised if this is where Minimize rips out the dimensional drift. One thing that we did notice from yesterday is that he doesn't hold on to his ult for long. He likes to pull it through nice and quick sometimes. I don't mean at the start of rounds. I do mean, though, he will pull it through at some point during the round.
Again, paint shells again. The second round running into the showstopper as well. And then the Vandal. 3 kills.
Now, speaking of facing, the Fears will be facing a Nightfall offensively on towards the site. 1-for-1 trade so far, which is actually pretty decent for King. But remember, they just don't have the guns here. They only have 2 alive now. Site's been taken. 2-man retake with pistols.
Spike planted.
And no upgrades.
Here and Icana wanting to play together, wanting to swing together, and Icana with the swinging headshot. Makes it a 2v2. A little bit more winnable now.
Still waiting.
Can they take a 2v1 against Zorkia? Sinaway now very much clued onto the fact that they're both here, and they both hit a headshot each. 1 target apiece.
They just wanted to take the fights. Full House just wanted to take the fights. You have to start questioning now. Was it really worth it? Did they have to double face into the pistols? I mean, you favor the rifles, but at the same...
And it gives King a look back in here on Lotus early on, because it really should have been 4-1. Now 3-2, and now that's an Odin as well towards Tree. Icana can take really good control and pressure.
That has already taken damage. I mean, that's really terrible if you are the entry player. And speaking of which, it's going to be exiting for him because he doesn't want to walk through after getting blinded. Minimize already catching a player with the operator and now drifting through the map. Checking all the way through spawns. He's not going to see anything. He will very soon see a bunch of players heading towards A.
Yeah, but not seeing anything is also information in itself as well. Knows full well this will be an A-stack hit right now for Full House. Spike going to go down. Better to clear drop, but he misses the shots initially into Dragon. High ground advantage, easy headshot. And they've got the numbers here for this retake. 5 on 3. Zork will play the close angle, 1 in towards Tree. Further back is Biggie Cheese. So not playing together really as a team, wanting to take different post-plant positions. Vizsla trying to get up close, maybe do something with the shorty. Good tap from Biggie Cheese. Vizsla got caught, and the numbers will prevail. 3-3, all tied up, and since that timeout, things looking better for E-King.
They've been very proactive winning that one, and now 2 rounds in a row. Operator still there, which got themselves a kill. Minimize got him opening there. And Icana still on that Odin. Already getting it opening damage. Look at Feder and Biggie already.
Yeah, but it's Biggie that finds the headshot onto Dragon. Better than just half damage. He'll take the full kill. Not fully committing to aid though. They will split back over towards pillars. A hold as well for the potential mound push, but not coming through from Kadiri. He'll stay locked in on the C site.
Rotation coming through from Loon. That's going to leave B nice and open with only a share to defend, which does mean that you're going to end up playing for a retake. It's not going to be a B finish, at least not yet, depending on where Full House want to come in after this. Boombot on site first.
Kadiri has to fall back and just play the hold. He stays in the smoke. And will fall back into hole. He'll play retake with the rest of his team. Viper's Pit will be committed. This will allow the plant to go down successfully.
I don't know if you saw that, but that was a nice little play coming through as well. Zork doesn't go for the default plant, knowing that he might get sniped out, so he goes slightly wide of it. And therefore a shot does miss. Now that Operator has to come through on the retake, and it's all going for Biggie Cheese and Feder.
Odin
will trade for a couple and a Nightfall now. For Icana being earned off of those kills. Can he use that
to
win?
Lulu. He looked away at the last second. Icana finds a third. In a 1v2 now. Zork is low. But running out of time here for King to win this round. And this time they will look to play far more to the time. And Icana probably sensing he can't win it. Not with that Viper's Pit. Despite the Nightfall being used as well. To try and counter and try and give them a chance to win this round. Vizsla very well will, never mind, not find the kill. Icana jumping and it gets the ace as well. Well, at least takes all guns away from Full House, but
have the time to just take the round after the decay to try and handle and find Vizsla. So deserved win coming out from Full House, and opening kill onto Dragon certainly helps things out there.
And also means the economy just doesn't stack up as nicely for Full House. Another big round coming up. Operating in the hands of Minimize. He can play with this weapon, and he finds the kill onto Zork, and the second onto Feder, who went for the swing trade. He will fall, he will fail. The timing on the doorway, though, from Biggie Cheese is perfect onto Icana. Wants to continue for this swing. The aggression from Biggie, even at half health. Vizsla finds a pick onto Minimize, so that's Operator on the ground. Taking the battle now with Kadiri and lands some tags without taking any damage back. In the 3v3 now, 50 seconds. They rotate the spike through the spawn. Now opting for a C-side hit.
Good trade and good calling coming through as well. Noting that, okay, well, Minimize is going to be hiding away, maybe rotating through B. Vizsla in position to pick that one up. Now the big rotation onto the opposite side of the map here to respond is Dragon with his own ult. In the last 30 seconds, Steel Garden for the entry. They do still have to deal with the share. That's going to cause some problems.
I have the spike.
Only 20 seconds as well. Spike's going to make its way all the way around the elbow. Double stack in towards Hall. Showstopper from Loop. Paranoia comes in his direction. Just sends out a prayer, and the prayer is answered. Could barely see a thing. Still hits the kill onto Biggie Cheese. That spike on the floor as well with 5 seconds remaining. And that's going to be the double kill coming through from Dragon and Kadiri to close the round. Unless he can find an angle to get a 1v1 potential. That's about it. That spike will go down. It will become another post plant towards that. Sinaway, good flash, good clear. Really good teamwork. And the second to follow up from Icana has put that Odin to good use so far in this half. And they've still got an ace up their sleeve in Dragon. But he's given up on that rope position. That's been taken. Now held by Vizsla. Zork to make contact. Kadiri at half health. He's got more players coming in his direction. Needs some help coming out from Vizsla. Vizsla got one, but got traded immediately. Zork, good headshot, but the numbers again. Too strong for E-King. They go 6. Will that change much up in terms of the way that King want to play this? Do they just, again, go for another retake? That's been the case in the last 2 rounds. They could fall out of this still if they want to go back through Link, but no, they're going to just commit. Pushing out ahead is going to be better. Sinaway's actually going to be the first one to die. There is a long-range kill with the Stinger, and then up close from Feder. Minimize will miss his shot. Pulls out the classic with the Vandal now, and to pick up upgrade. And suddenly, this A hit will finally work for Full House, unless Icana with a jump down Odin. Viper's Pit has been committed. Biggie Cheese playing towards the drop. Icana wasn't ready for that position, and Lou neither ready for Vizsla up close with a stinger.
But only spotted ahead and couldn't land it. As we head into the final round now, man, the money situation is actually dire on the side of King, and that's despite how much money that Icana personally had.
Yeah, but he's got the Odin in hand. He can definitely do some damage with that.
Big scan.
Paranoia goes out. Better though, overwhelmed. It's a 4-stack over towards this A main position. Fool me once, twice, and maybe 3 times. That's not going to be the 4th time. This time, King were ready for that A push. They put bodies on the line. So Vizsla in a 1v2 after all the commotion, all the trades back and forth. And it was a big win as well from Kadiri towards B main. Through Mount, teleport from Dragon, but doesn't find anything here on B. Vizsla does have the health advantage against Dragon, so Dragon and Kadiri would be best to group up here and play together. But right now, well, just going to play for information, which will be eventually when the spike goes down.
What Dragon really needs is a weapon, and I think he might just go for the rotate. He probably could have picked one up via the shadows, but wasn't quite the case. Judge is not going to do you too well on the retake here, but it's going to be an instant 1v1 opportunity.
Easy.
Kadiri does not miss those, which means King will clean up 7 and 5. This was nearly an equalization. You saw Full House the opportunity to get this one 6 and 6. You imagine Vizsla wins that 1 versus 1. It's only Dragon left on 5 HP. And
do the attack themselves. A main pressure immediately off the bat here from Full House. And not looking to contest will be King. They've fallen back already.
Nice, got the headshot nice and early there. They'll be moving out, noticing a little bit of pressure over towards A. It's the Mound is the free real estate. We'll be pushing into the share of Sinaway eventually. Watch for that reverse arc rose at some point as well. Although I guess you have to still be looking at it to get the full flash.
Well,
maybe a full push as well. Yeah, look at Full House. Potentially full push in spawn. This could be a big face-up. Lots of players coming up at the same time. Dragon on the sword first.
Well, they should just push straight back over towards the C site, knowing there's 3-4 players coming in from spawn side. I know there's only probably one that's actually on the C site, which would be just Sinaway himself. Now they can take the numbers advantage battle in their favor. Coming in late as well will be Kadiri. He can watch for that back push coming in from Mound.
Dragon wants it.
Indeed, he will do that. He found 2 kills as well from that position. Dragon clears out Sinaway. That's the C site fully taken out. Biggie Cheese, the solo. They know where he's coming from as well. The Paranoia does connect onto Icana. 4 bullets left in this Sheriff that he picked up on the floor. But it is certainly from this position now going to be an E-King pistol round win to put them 8-5 up, unless they absolutely throw it.
3 players facing 1. Biggie's only got 38 HP as well. It's a high-low setup with 2 on the ground. And a brilliant round coming through. Another pistol win for King. Now both the pistols on. It's going to be quite important for them to win to start to recover this scoreline deficit in some fashion. But yeah, what a win it would be for King to win their opening map on a map that they usually ban out. And Full House's first map choices. We just got an instant B hit.
1-for-1 trade. Minimize upgrading from the Sheriff now to the Phantom.
There.
Spike down. This time on that
Spike
B site.
planted.
Execute. So far, so good.
Them down.
Ones are with Full House. If they lose this round as well with an Odin purchase, it's going to be a hefty cost. They must be careful with the way that they approach this. Icana, though, with the Outlaw, get the kill into Sinaway. Minimize again with the Sheriff. And upgrades now to the Vandal. Feta, though, high ground advantage. Headshot onto Icana. 2v2. Kadiri, though, catching them off guard. Knows where Feta is. Takes the battle. An awkward spray down. Feta, low. Knows Kadiri is as well. 10-5. And King up all. Scoreline to then evaporate. All about just nailing that final bit of execution here. Zork. Oh, Biggie. That's a wonderful headshot. So out of the tactical timeout, aggression over towards Mount will pay dividends, and Feta has pushed in through lobby as well.
That should be the round.
As I said, fresh in the minds of E-King as to the fact that a scoreline such as this can easily be overcome, especially from a quality opponent such as Full House. You do not want to let them gain momentum and get themselves back into this map.
Well, this will be the first round of many you would like to see from Full House in this map. Not expecting much now out of our last member, Kadiri. He has a little too much work to do here, but this entire map just goes the way of individual solo to 13, and sort of for King to just completely dominate the offensive side and clean it up with not a single round given back. So yeah, we were going to see a Full House comeback at some point, especially after tactical timeout. That's what you want to see.
Paranoia, showstopper. But Biggie got at least one. From a position such as that, with the util coming in his direction, one and done is pretty good. Omen for Omen. Only the one player on site, though, right now with Sinaway over towards C. Coming in very late was better with the showstopper. At least got rid of Minimize, but Kadiri and Icana able to tag team up. So it's a 2v2 post-plant. Lou, Icana, low. Spike will go down. Hall control is there, but Sinaway's already in the C site. He'd slipped in it through the back. Lou, can he clutch up despite the health disadvantage? Zork and Sinaway will do the right thing. They'll regroup outside waterfall. Lou trying to time this to perfection, though. Makes contact, but again, not hitting that headshot with the lower health. It's an easy kill for Zork. 7-11 on Zork. Considering that pick mid as well, it's also kept Biggie Cheese towards C, but he can teleport if he chooses to. Tree stack has been confirmed. 25 seconds, still time to play with. There is that teleport. I think it was a fake, though, from Biggie. Minimize finds the kill onto Zork. Up close, Vizsla, although caught switching gun. It's a free kill then. The other way to Lou, who then got a second onto Sinaway as well. And the spike will go down, and Biggie's going to stay behind. You faked his TP. Never committed. And now finds himself in a 1v4. And King will break through out of that timeout. He's got money. They've got money. At this point, you just go for the absolute miracle play.
Blinding.
Ooh, it's been faked out in a good spot from. As I mentioned previously, given Full House's bank, they will have enough to buy into this really important round now. Fighting for survival and map number 1 of this grand final.
Oh man, map pick on the ban map of King as well. Not the way they would have want to started this grand final with Ascension on the line. It's going to be an A hit quick as well from King. But you got 2 over towards Mount and 2 on B that leaves the A site vulnerable, but King are not aware of that information. And Mount has been completely pushed now. Biggie Cheese will hold up close. They should get a freebie onto Dragon. A second was there as well on offer. Went begging. Elsewhere, Feta clears out Minimize, who went for the A lurk. And suddenly, it looks a little bit more winnable now for Full House. This should be a commit. But they could still back through the door in towards B, but there are members still waiting. They don't have the numbers, they don't really have the time, and they will have to commit as well. Lou taken low. It's not looking good for King in this 21st round. Zork will get dropped down successfully. Sinaway takes the elbow position and gets the kill. Trade will come through. 1v2 now for Kadiri with 30 seconds.
Can he find the place? He's 1 away from the Steel Guard, and you can see the potential for the clutch here as well. He's at least got the full health, but so does everyone else. 1 versus 2 for the round. 20 seconds left to plant. He's going to have to plant super safe and hope to not get wall banged here. He's at least given himself the best chance possible. Steel Guard, and it might have
knows where they both are.
Potentially cut him in early. I mean, yeah, Full House could just wait this one out.
He can take the 1v1, and he does. It was given to him by the information. Knows where Feta is located. The first shot don't land, though, and Feta's headshot will connect. 9-11. Kadiri had the chance to take this map and seal it.
That kill to Kadiri. What's going to be your lurker down?
Smoke. Biggie Cheese also does the same, but he's going to find the success. And while he does lose his life, he did enough in the round.
Yep. 11 and 5 to then go to OT, and then they lose the OT. Major questions start to be asked here, but for now, the question will be how clean can this round be for Full House, and they'll get a lot of trades here. In fact, King found themselves 2 already. Can they find some upgrades? They need more guns. They need more opportunities to win these duels, and there's a weapon.
Launching thorns.
And what's available in this 2v3? Double stack inside of Link. Leaves Zork by himself on the A site. Zork will hold the early angle for the contact. Double swing together, and they find the headshot onto Zork. Now becomes the 2v2. If they break this Link door, it's going to give away their position. Regardless, it's a swing around coming through now from King. Not opting for the A plant. At least not just yet.
Whatever they're doing it together, which is what you want to see here. They're going to make them way onto A eventually.
It's keeping them guessing on defense, though. You would have thought if they're going to plant A, they would have done it by now, and they could be anywhere. There's no map knowledge, no map control for Sinaway and Vizsla. They play together, they wait for that spike. They get the sound cue. Now they know it's A. Kadiri will play rope. Icana will watch for that link push.
Our two attackers from King are a little bit far away from each other. They'll need to be able to swing off each other eventually. For these plays, a decent amount of util still on board. Horn up in 15 seconds. Good snake bite, actually. That's going to cut off Icana for the time being. But will they check his angle? They're going to look first, and Icana will find the opening
He can
shot.
hide. He can hide tree. Oh, no. Kadiri losing his life to Vizsla. Now creates the 1v1. Forces Icana out of tree. Good to push back rope. Has to get on this spike, and at this point has to stick it. I don't think he's going to have the time. Icana should have done enough from here. And indeed he will. A 4K. A thrifty to map every single game since yesterday and today, except for the Icebox games from all teams involved. Pistol round we go. Second map of the grand final. 1-0 to E-King. And we'll see whether or not they can get another pistol round. That has been their forte. Again, the script has been largely the same as last night. High ground for Icana. Got the kill on to Feta. Takes out a little bit of that aggression available from someone like the Jet. Leaves up the Killjoy, though. Certainly could have gotten that one onto Vizsla. And Spectre looking to be going down by Sinaway. Cover will be there as well from Zork in case they had it contested. There was a slight hesitation by Sinaway with the early tap. But it will be a successful plant here for Full House. Now into the retake attempt for King.
Do you have all four available versus the four on board for Full House coming through? On the top side of the map, double dropping down, making a triple drop. It's Dragon. We'll find the two so far. He's got three, and he might just look for four. We've seen multi-frags from Dragon before in yesterday's games. Lou will get the final cleanup. That is just about perfect. I mean, they lose Icana early, but
Got a scan with that recon bolt. There's one spotted towards A. Aldrone to get some more information. Spots an Aldrone. Also spots out Sinaway. So spots a couple now. Haystack confirmed so far for King, but they play deep. They haven't fully committed just yet. You got to be careful of the potential rotate back through spawn. Lurking Piggy Cheese caught two players in that battle. Lou wins the long range battle as well with the outlaw headshot onto Feta, and it was minimized with the shotgun up close. And at this point, you can give them sight, allow this plant to go down, play the 5v3 retake. Don't have to aggress. They will hold an angle. Little shoulder peek from Zork, and he cops a big chunk of damage for that peek. Spike will go down. They are outnumbered, now low on health as well for Zork. Could cop the heal from Sinaway, and indeed he will. Scan onto Icana, but can't follow through with the shots. Very, very late flank coming in as well from Dragon. Might not even be needed, though, by the time he gets there.
is this going to be a flawless coming through? I mean, King are up for it. They just have one last player left to go through, and they know where he is. Zork can't quite find their head until the last moment. Minimize will falls the only member down. But the defuse will go over, the guns will go over. It's shopping spree time, Black Friday for King as they just get everything. Not even on. More likely, you're going to see the reckoning coming through from Minimize instead. All those deaths has allowed him to actually pick up a decent amount of points towards his ultimate.
Lou, now with an operator in hand, will go for a peek over towards mid. Love that. Clear the turret. Then Lou ready to go with the operator. Vizsla falls for the trap. Hunter's Fury has also been activated. On by Icana. Didn't find really anything off of it though. So wall up. And a secondary wall to soon make its way up as well. They push through. A double stack behind that wall. That spike now on the floor as well. And as soon as it was picked up, back down it goes again. Decent job from Icana. Leaves Biggie Cheese alone. Gets three remaining members of E-King as he taps away. Position is known. And there's no getting out of said position, surely, unless he can scramble left and run through spawn and try and save this Vandal, because they've got no money.
He's got nowhere to run, though. The problem is he's on the wrong side of the map. He would have to run towards the King spawn. But he still wants the opportunity to maybe salvage the round, get some damage done. The turret will confirm the positioning. I mean, Kadiri is just seeing bullet holes into the wall. I think he knows at this point. The patience being shown by King. I mean, previously we've criticized him for maybe playing too quickly, wanting to just run in and find these 1v1s. This time around, they'll drain the timer down a little bit. A double face coming through from
both. He's just not dying. He's not getting ult orbs.
Revealing area.
I mean, if you lose this round, committing an ultimate such as a lockdown into a full buy, that's almost map. It's going to be a long, long way back. It will snowball even more.
Just the fact that you lose a full buy versatile by when you don't have money.
Oh,
It's
no.
pretty tough, and well, you've already dropped one, but you punish Icana on the opposite end, who wanted to get a little bit tricky there. No shot being found by Luke. Unfortunately for Sinaway dying, he's the one with the res, so can't self-res into that one. We talked about the lockdown. There it is. Icana didn't have the Hunter's Fury anyway, but not in a position to challenge that lockdown. This is just going to have to be King respecting it.
Yeah, this is a good lockdown. Blue does get detained. A little bit too late on the exit. Vizsla finds the pick on to minimize. He went for the immediate peek.
Wow.
And finally, this streak of rounds for King may just come to an end. Now, if they find a pick, they could look to activate the Viper's Pit maybe on a retake. Dragon does find the kill. Do they think about it? There's a back push from Biggie Cheese, but he's not ready for Dragon to turn around and find that kill. They might not even need that Viper's Pit. It's a 3-on-2 now, and still time. Swarm Grenade activates. Dragon low. Viper's Pit indeed will come out, sensing an opportunity to steal this round. They go and get onto that spike. Kadiri will start to defuse. Zork has to hit this shot. Indeed he will. But it does get to half and has to be restocked as soon as possible and held the whole way. Luke gets shut down though. No time.
Icana's going to have a decent ult to play through, but it's Biggie Cheese on the Viper's Pit on the offense. I should give them plenty to use once they actually get that plant down. But starting to see more mistakes coming out of King in terms of early walk-ups. But this time the early walk-up does favor Dragon.
2 shots missed from Fedor. And yeah, you can see already a little bit more respect around the way the map is being played by King. Further back positions. Look to push up and try and clear some space towards B. Resurrect comes through from Sinaway onto Biggie Cheese, and the round starts to reshape now. Shorty with the kill from Dragon. Spike is now on the floor. On B side, so despite this position for Fedor towards A, he's got A, Spike's on B. And Biggie Cheese is the only one there now, 2v4. And this is something we didn't really see from King yesterday. They would usually allow multiple rounds in a row. And Icana is ready for Fedor, but so is Fedor for Icana. Round is still alive.
Icana just didn't quite have Crosshair where he thought the hit was going to be, but this time around for Minimize, he's exactly affected the angle. Fedor's got it all
In here, go back, grab your operator. Save it. So out of the timeout, down 5 rounds. That small little momentum patch now subsided, at least after that last round win. Will that continue now for King? And they're still pretty decent for money as well, after the initial 6-0 onslaught. Blue catches the timing as the wall drops down, so will Vizsla. Biggie taken low as well. Snakebite really isn't going to do a whole lot, but clear that angle position.
Commit.
Blue could swing again from yellow and knows that Dragon's aggressive, and Dragon gets the kill anyway. The A side has been taken and the spike should go down, but it'll be a 5-3 retake advantage for King.
Smart by Icana as well, dropping off from the catwalk. Doesn't want to get sniped out. Understands that Fedor is potentially on the line. They know which players were on B, which means the other 3 are already on site. One of them is going to be Fedor. As Sinaway falls by the wayside to Dragon. Here comes the retake now, all 5 alive. And maybe too much work here to do. Zork will be good for a couple here, and Lou will shut them down. So it's only Fedor finally on that op. He's just got a leg shot. No, that wasn't on the body. Oh, that one hurts. It'll hurt even more now.
Completely honest, even if he gets that kill, he's still got 2 more that he has to deal with, but he could have then delayed a little longer in terms of time. Maybe found 1 more, made it dicey. Towards A will be the plant, but this is a cross. And Lou's just going to spot the... Oh, he peeks back, though, to multiple members. And honestly, quite fortunate to still be alive.
That's greedy.
But he does spot the rotate over towards A, and those on site are ready for it. Walls go up aplenty. And 1 more probably for good measure to come through from Sinaway. 1-for-1 trade. Kind of found a second from above. It doesn't matter. Kadiri got the kill onto Zork anyway. And Vizsla the only one left, and still no chance to use that Viper's Pit from Biggie Cheese. Too much commotion, too much going on. Never got settled. And Kadiri now has the lock.
Player on the double digits, and Sinaway still yet to find his opening pick as well.
Fedor finds the opening pick onto Dragon. Lou, good pick back though onto Fedor. 1 for 1, you'll take that. Wall goes up, and this is going to have to be quick plant into Viper's pit, get it out nice and early. Indeed, he will. But into the lockdown immediately. The spike still hasn't even gone down until right now. It's quite late. Here's more time to get on it, and Vizsla will lose his life to Oceania as well, who peeks out on the push from A towards spawn. Found a free kill, 2 players detained. Minimize gets this to half easily. May just even be able to stick it the whole way through. No, lost his life to that dart. And only Biggie Cheese left inside of his own Viper's pit to try and clutch this round, but Kadiri's just better up close. 10-2 and King have so far just been all that much better. Here on 8 rounds down in a grand final with a spot to go to Ascension on the line. You lose this map, Avril, and you have to complete a reverse sweep to qualify for Ascension. No easy feat.
Which is the same spot that Venus Side Hustle were in yesterday to try and even get into the grand final. They were 2 maps down. Of course, they then did win the Icebox, but this one is just looking so far away. And of course, we know how good King have been in these pistols so far. They've been flawless. They've won every single pistol in this grand final. 3 out of the current 4. Will they get 4 out of 4, depending on how Feta feels today? And he's got that shot on Kadiri.
That has been the strength of King, but Full House cannot afford to lose this pistol. Otherwise, you may as well lose the map. Vizsla gets a freebie. No. Well, he does get a lot of damage onto Minimize. Feta able to convert, though, with the wall bang onto Minimize, who was taken low. And it looks like that pistol round streak might come to an end after all here for King to kickstart the second half. Exactly what Full House needed. All 5 players up, flawless pistol round win. 3-2.
Almost like having a second Viper of sorts. It's going to be quite useful. Cove for the plant. I've already spotted out Feta, who takes a bit of a lick of damage in response. Lou, he's vulnerable. He's dead to Biggie.
Starting to really win these early battles now for Full House and showing the defensive capabilities of this map. But Dragon peak headshot Vizsla down. Big kill for Dragon. Not just for him as an individual, but getting that Viper's pit up could be so crucial later on in this half. Aldrin can Zork. Does get the late spot into Dragon. Dragon now spots 2 though, close in mid, and a 3rd as well. And that's Sinaway's first kill here in the second map of the grand final. He is on the board. Spike to go down. He'd rather get the round win though.
Might still be able to. 4 versus 3 here. Minimize on extremely low HP. Remember, this is King's gun round as well. This is Full House's bonus. They're in a pretty good spot, but he's got 2 players that can potentially peek him. And one of those does come through. Sinaway doubles up in this round, but at the cost of Feta losing his life to Minimize. There's 1 for 1 so far. Leaves Icana down solo versus Biggie and Zork. He's on site, but he doesn't quite know where to look at the moment. Does understand that Zork is high, but down low is Biggie, who gets the cleanup, and Icana does not have the wherewithal to be able to swing in time, to be able to turn his mouse in time to be able to get that final kill.
Good timing from Biggie Cheese, but also good discipline from Zork. Just waits patiently, holds a good angle. Definitely prone to using their timeouts quite readily. In the lower bracket final and even back on Lotus. Kadiri opening pick on the Zork. May not need it. Biggie Cheese though, well, he needed to convert and he does at least get the 1. Now has the opportunity to get the second. Lou will dash away. Doesn't want a piece of Biggie.
It's good for the double
Spike,
in that
though,
last
going
round.
B.
And they only got that double again this time. Spike B, drone B as well. And there's all the Viper util being thrown into the air. How are you going to plant now? You don't have the code from Minimize. You also don't have the Reckoning. He's dead. All players pushed up on A. Spike retreats. Going to drop Dragon off to make a bit of noise. Attract some defenders over. Is he going to manage to find something here? This fake has been well and truly solved. Now with Feta also rotating over.
Yeah, really well played from Dragon in terms of his own fake, but I also think because of Vizsla's deep position, they really committed to this B, thinking for a while that Vizsla wasn't going to get cleared properly. They'd made contact as well with Dragon on the other side of yellow. Really good fake, really good sell, but does leave him in a 3v4. Time will, of course, be taken to even just rotate from B over towards A, so that spike timer will be on the lower side, forcing Full House to probably pick up their own pace once they get closer towards the site. Hunter's Fury is going to be activated by Icana. Catches Feta, but it's the one target However, you probably don't really want to catch him. He dashed away. Up close, though. Lou, good headshot. Kadiri won his battle, and he got the second as well with the swing trade onto Sinaway. Vizsla in a 1v2, make it 1, though, but low, so low on time on that spike, and arguably now shouldn't really have the time available either. With that grenade on the spike, that's going to be it. 11-6. Now, 11th has been found for King.
And no one's going to walk away alive at the end of this round. Spike clears. Vizsla, the final nano swarm will prevent the defuse.
Really
or
then
any...
put the pressure onto Full House. Cheese, long angle, scoped in, but minimized on the swing. Headshot finds the kill, and no Viper's Pit will be available now in this round. And with that, you're going to see the pressure come quickly from King. Zork with the Hunter's Fury in response. Now, he did land a tag, and then the follow-up onto Dragon. Plan to go down. Of course, with that cove, it's going to block off the initial damage, and Lou will catch Vizsla as well with a quick headshot. Sit away the trade. Starting to frag a little bit here on the defender side. And the lockdown will be activated, and at this point, why not? This becomes very winnable, and you want to secure this round.
There's not much left to use here. Sinaway would like to even potentially get a res, but just not in position to do so. The detain, even onto Feta, hurts things even more. High Tide. And this is actually a good potential. Yeah, he's got the opportunity to, but can this be a successful kill for Minimize? It is. It's dropping on top of his head, and the rest of the teammates
3 players up,
on top
but
as well.
2 guns down. Detain plus going for the defuse. You're just so limited. And it forces out down 6 map points, the early Viper's Pit to completely deny an A-side push. Asinaway gets the kill onto Kadiri. Minimize gets at least another elsewhere onto Zork. Lou with the activated Blaze-Storm and full mid control. Established already and deep as well. Getting closer towards the spawn side. Feta with his own Blade-Storm activated as well. And spots them at the wrong time as they push through that wall. He gets caught empty-handed. And this could be the map as well. But Vizsla with a good flank. Finds one onto Minimize, but he doesn't kill out Dragon, who was closer until just then at that moment. 2v2. Vizsla position known towards mid. 50 seconds in the round.
And because there is still time, Vizsla's going to fall off here. He's going to go back towards B because King have gone silent. King are also going to start moving as well. If Vizsla dies here, that's going to be a big ultimate gone. Lockdown would be critical in this
Vizsla dies here, they're going to lose this map.
30 seconds
And
left.
he's
And he does die. And that leaves Biggie Cheese in a 1v2 that has to cross over from A to B. Has no Viper's Pit to help him in this post plant. Needs to clutch. One of the bigger clutches for him to keep this map alive. I can't get his low, and he could get the 1v1, and indeed he finds the headshot kill. Now leaves Lou in said 1v1. But the time is the friend for Lou. Biggie Cheese has to play to the time of the spike and has to make this cross very quickly. Wants to go for the tap. But he gets sprayed down to 5 HP. Lou would be better off with the gun, but the knives will do the same job.